Okay, Ryan, we're recording right now. So, hi class. We have a visitor with us today. His name is Ryan Strumke-Durgan, and he comes to us from our Kirkwood Library Services. And I'm going to turn the microphone over here to Ryan and let him explain a little bit about his role at the library and what others do at the library and some of the services that they have. So, Ryan, you want to jump in and tell us a little bit about yourself and your job?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Ryan Strumke-Durgan. As Todd said, I am the Digital Services Librarian here at the main campus library. My role is to sort of create and maintain the library's digital resources. And the digital resources at the library are quite important for our distance learners, as the electronic stuff that we have is the main point of contact for the library and the resources that we have available to students at a distance. My goal in serving the distance learners here at Kirkwood is to try to make finding resources as easy as it would be if they were physically here in the library. It's quite a challenge, but that's what we're trying to do. So, yeah. Glad to meet you all.
So a little bit about the library, whether I come to it face-to-face or whether I would try and come in online. When are you guys there? How do we get there?
Well, we have actually two libraries here at Kirkwood. We've got the Cedar Rapids Campus Library and the Iowa City Campus Library, which I've circled here, both of them on this Google map here. The librarians are here from 7:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday, and Monday through Thursday, we're here till 9:30 at night. Now, if you look at the hours listed here on the library's homepage, you can see Monday through Thursday that we are actually open till 11. And we are, but there just is no library on duty from 9:30 to 11 p.m. So that means that we won't be immediately available to answer research questions that you might have. But any of the other hours listed here, there is always a librarian here and ready to answer your questions.
Yeah, and I just think it's important for our students to know that regardless of whether they're taking an online class or a web live class or a face-to-face class, the library is there for them, either online or in person.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we try to make it as easy as we can for you guys to contact us with any questions that you might run into.
Right. So services available, as we said, you can online, face-to-face. If you wanted to phone, I think there's a phone number on there. Is there?
Yes, absolutely. So as I said, we try to make it as easy as we can for you guys to contact us with questions. The first way that is pretty popular with our distance students is this little button right here, which is a link to a chat service. So if you just click that, that'll open up, oops, let me do that. There we go. A little window, and you can type in your question, whatever it might be, and that'll get to the librarian that is working the front desk. And again, since we're only here till 9:30 at night, that will only be, someone will only be looking at that till then. After hours, the text of this box actually changes, and it says, click here to email a librarian. So even if we aren't here, you can email us, and then the first thing that we do when we get in the morning is we, check that email address and see if there's any questions that are waiting to be answered. Other ways you can get a hold of us.
I can attest to use that Ask a Librarian chat button because I've used it many times and it's always been super helpful to me. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Faculty and all kinds of staff use it all the time too to get a hold of us when they have questions. Other ways to get a hold of us, if you click this Contact Us link right here on the homepage, that'll give you that phone number that Todd mentioned before. So the one to get a hold of the librarians directly is the research number right there. If you are using a landline and long distance, we also have a toll-free number that you can get a hold of us at as well. The top number here, circulation, that would be the number that you would call to like renew a book that you might have checked out or something like that, or to ask when something's due, what have you. And again, this email a librarian link will take you to that same form that the chat service button changes to when we are not here. So those are just some of the ways that we've tried to make it easy for you guys to get a hold of us if you have any questions.
Super, super. So that's a little bit about the services. Now, specifically for our Tools for Life class, and Ryan's experience of this, he's worked with Tools students in the past, but we do a research project in this class, and it's built off the Rossman Adult Learning Inventory. And so what we need to know, what we hope you gain from this, the outcomes that we hope our learners gain, or the competence we want to see, is that you're able to correctly research, pull together an outline and develop a research paper, and then get that paper submitted with the appropriate citation and the resources that you would need. So in order for you to do research, you need to talk to a research librarian, and so that's why we have Ryan online today. And so let's see, I'm trying to read my notes here and talk at the same time. I'm not very good at that overview. So you all know about the paper. You've read a little bit about it. Ryan knows about the paper because he's worked with students before. So I'm going to have him walk you through what he thinks for a distance student would be beneficial tools to use while researching for this project. Ryan knows specifically about this project, so he even has some, I think, I would say a little stash of extra tools for the Tools for Life seminar students.
I hope so.
What Ryan shares with us today for the online students is really the same thing that a face-to-face student would do on main campus too. They would still go to the same tools on the library website to access this. So no matter what your format, whether you're taking the class face-to-face or online or in a web live, here's your tools and here's how you use them.
Yeah, that's very true. Even for our students that are here in person, a lot of instructors will bring them down to the library physically and we'll do a demonstration on how to find things. And it is pretty much the same type of thing that I'm going to be going over today. So one of the first things that I want to share is about, well, some kind of basic search techniques. I think a lot of people, when they first start doing college level research, they get in and try to use our catalog and the databases and so forth, and they quickly discover that using those resources is not quite the same as trying to find something on Google. And the reason for that is because our searches work a bit differently, because what the goal for library research is to really kind of zero in and get you the best results for your topic. Google's algorithm works a little bit best, and they just want to, get information in front of you, usually that is paid for by their sponsors and who's paying to have their links moved up to the top of the list. So with that in mind, there are some things to remember is what you don't want to do is enter like your thesis for your paper or the question that you're trying to answer. Like, you don't want to say, what are the challenges faced by adult learners? What you want to do is just pick out the key words from that thesis and then just kind of search those terms, and that'll help get you guys to where you need to go. So for the example that I just listed, so here are some terms that you might use: adult learners and challenges. The other thing that students often find is that when they first enter their search terms, maybe the things that they are hoping for are not showing up, or the stuff that is coming up in the results just isn't what they're looking for. Well, doing the research is really all about figuring out which combination of words to use. So I've come up with this little exercise that anyone can do. You can do it in Microsoft Word, or you can just do it on a piece of scratch paper. If you come up with the terms that you're starting with, so here I've got adult learners and challenges, and then just try to brainstorm other words, synonyms that mean approximately the same thing as these words. So what you can do is just populate your list just like this. So under the first column, I've got adult learners and some of the other terms that might be used for that. On the other side are challenges or other phrases that might be used for that. Notice that the physical obstacles and mental obstacles, of course, those are a little bit different, but that zeroing in is never a bad thing when you're trying to find things. So what you can do once you've got your list constructed here is you can try searching adult learners, challenges, and see what comes up. If it's not what you're looking for, then you can start combining these phrases and terms, and then every time you do, I guarantee you, you're going to get different results. So you could put in adult learners obstacles, adult learners barriers, adult students obstacles, challenges, and so on and so forth. And I think that this is a really kind of powerful way to start your, even before you start trying to find things. If you kind of put this list together, that'll help you, get some ideas, get your mind going of different ways to think about the topic that you want to research. All right. Close that out. So there's that. And I've already showed you a little bit of the library homepage, just in case you're not sure how to get to that page. From the main Kirkwood website, if you scroll down, it depends on your monitor size, but if you scroll down, you see this big long list of links. We are in the second column, second from the bottom, where it says library. If you just click that, that'll take you right to the library homepage. We also talked about the chat widget here. The other part of this page that takes up a lot of real estate is this big box, which is our catalog search box. You'll notice that it's got these little buttons up here. This is a clue, I guess, that when you search our catalog, you're not just looking for books that we have, but also articles, videos, and all kinds of other things you can find by searching our catalog. So I'm going to go ahead and do a search here and just kind of show you how it works. Adult learner should be fine. Put that in and see what kind of results we get. We got a lot of results. So we've got over 69,000 results here. And I want to first draw your attention to the line of information below the author's names. This tells you what format the resource is in. So the first one, if I can get that to stay, is an ebook published in 2011. Ebook is an electronic book. And anytime you see that, there should be this Access Online button. And once you click that, that will open up the page to the ebook right there. And you can access ebooks anywhere that you've got internet connection. Should also have said, before I dove into that, is when you are trying to reach our resources from off campus, you will be asked to enter your K number and EagleNet password before you're able to get into the databases. That's because we pay for access to these databases, and that's the way that they make sure that you are a Kirkwood student and can get in and view those things. So once you click on the ebook, there'll be a description here, and to see the full text, you can click on the PDF full text link over here. One nice thing about the ebooks is that this is like a table of contents over on the left-hand side of the screen. You can click on these things and jump around in the book. And so that way, if there's just one particular part of it that you think might be useful to you, then you can just jump to there instead of trying to, go page by page down here and try to find the part that is useful to you. Our ebook subscription is pretty large. We have over 150,000 ebooks. So just because of the sheer volume of the ebooks that we have, they oftentimes will come up to the top of your search results in our catalog here.
Ryan, if that's the only thing I wanted to see, let's say that I know that I am not going to be able to get into the library. I'm not going to have time to wait for an interlibrary loan and then have it sent to one of my Kirkwood locations to pick it up, and I only wanted to see ebooks. Is there a way to filter for that?
There sure is. So over on the left-hand side of our catalog screen here, these are all filters that you can use to reduce the amount of results that you're seeing. So over here is format. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And you can see right now the default search is to search through all types of formats. Mm-hmm. If I click See All, then it expands it even more. And you can see here underneath the books heading, there is one for ebook. And if we click that, then it will only bring back ebooks. with that search topic that we used
Yeah,
before.
just about 18. That narrows the result down to about 1,800. So
Yep, yeah, quite a few less.
yeah.
And we can do that for any format that we might be looking for.
Sure.
And maybe some other classes, they specifically say that they want you to find articles and that sort of thing. So you can also limit it to articles.
Right, right. And I'm not telling our students in this class that they have to filter by ebook. I just was using that as an example. You could filter by whatever you prefer.
Sure. One thing that I did want to show you guys was print books. So in my original search, this book that is now number 2 was the second book that came in my search result. So these now are showing just print books, okay? And it says that right here, print book, in the publication date. It'll also tell you for a print book whether or not it's available. It'll say available if it is. Oh, that's really nice, because our third example says checked out, and it will also give us a due date for when that book is due. So if you think, well, this project's not due till, I don't know, the end of March, this is due back the end of February, so I can wait around for that book to come back. Or if you can't, then you just go on and skip it. But if there is a book that you decide that you want, you can click on the title, and that will bring up eventually the availability and description of the book here. So this tells you which campus library has it. This is at the main library and circulating section. So that means that it is available to check out, and there's a call number. So now if you are at a county or resource center, you can get the print books delivered to you directly to those locations. To do that, you click the place hold button right here. Enter your K number, Eaglenet password to sign in to your library account. And then this box will appear, and then you just select from this the pickup location of wherever you might be. And then you just click submit. And then what will happen is our circulation staff will see that. They will check it out to you and send it through the campus mail. And depending on your location, because it is just, it's not going through like the U.S. Postal Service, it's just our campus email. Depending on what time of day that you, place an item on hold, you should usually expect to get it in about a day or two. If it's taking longer, please call us and let us know. But like I said, it should just take a day or two for that to be delivered out to your location. All right. So that's how to get a print book delivered to you if we have it here. The other sort of unique feature of our catalog is it is actually searching libraries around the world for resources. So right now it's set to display stuff held by Kirkwood first. But I can change that to say relevance only, and then it won't discriminate. It'll just show up any book that might be available on this topic. If there is something like that that you find that you want, you can click on the title just like we did before, and it'll bring that up. Oh, and I'm logged in. So you're seeing something that you wouldn't ordinarily see, which is this staff ILL request. But if you did want to request a book or some resource that we don't have, then that button down there that used to say place hold now says request item. So you can, and also it's pretty nice because the catalog will show you like the libraries that do hold the item, and it'll arrange them by distance. So you can see that the University of Iowa libraries have it, as well as University of Northern Iowa, and so on and so forth. If you decide that you want it, you can click request this, and that'll take you into Iliad, which is our interlibrary loan system. If it's your first time using it, you'll have to fill in some personal information after you log in with your K number, Eaglenet password, and then you can request the material that way. Interlibrary loan is a nice feature and service that we offer. books can, depending on how far away, again, that the book is coming from, it can take a while to get it. So that's, another good reason to start your research early. Articles come in a lot faster through Interlibrary alone because it's all done through email now, electronically. So I've seen an article request take anywhere from an hour after the person requested it to receive their article to up to 2 weeks. Again, it really depends on how many different libraries have to go down the list before one will agree to email it to us. And since I'm talking about articles now, I will just show you how we can limit the format to article within here as well. I got to uncheck print book. Oh, I broke it now. There it goes. Oh, no. Okay, well, I think you get the idea, and it is doing articles and print books. So you can see the third result here is an article. And just like with the ebook, most of the time it will have an access online button, since most of the articles that we have are going to be electronic as well. What we have found, however, by talking with our students and faculty, is that the catalog is not always the best place to find articles. It tends to not zero in on the type of things that people are needing quite as much as going directly into the databases. So to do that, you can go into our article databases, which you can find right here where it says all Kirkwood databases, again on the Library Services homepage. So this is an A to Z list of all the databases that we have. You can look by subject here. You can look by database type. So let's see, what do we got? Journal is going to be most of them. We've got a couple of video databases, newspaper, so on and so forth. Academic Search Elite is sort of our general database. That is for, it has stuff from all different disciplines. So it is always a really good place to start your research. The other database that might be good for this project to look in is a psychology database known as Psych Articles, which is down here in the P section. So once you find a database that you want to search, I'll just go back up to Academic Search Elite. You can click on that link and that'll take you into the database search page. So now if we type in, oops, adult learners, if I could spell, and challenges, we can see what we get. Whoops, I didn't want all that. There we go. So, and I very consciously made a decision to separate adult learners and challenges there, putting them on two different lines separated by this and. The reason that I did that is if I didn't do that, if I just put adult learners and challenges all in that same box, the database would bring back results that had any of those terms in it. So it might just bring back stuff on adult learners, or it might just bring back results that have the word challenges in it, which obviously is like nothing, right? So by separating those terms with the and, that tells the database I only want articles that have both of those terms associated with them. Mm-hmm. So once I do that, I can hit my search button, and then it'll bring back a list of results for us here. So you can see here, emotional challenges of adult learners in higher education. It looks, excuse me, strikingly similar to our catalog search with the results in the middle here, and just like before, ways to limit the search over on the left-hand side. I even put in our chat window here in case you are getting stuck once you're in the database. You can always click that and chat with us that way as well. To learn more about the article, you can click on the title. It'll give you an abstract of the article. That is a very short abstract, but I I recommend that you look, you read the abstract before deciding, okay, this is an article that I want to use. I'm done. I don't have to worry about that. Read the abstract first, and then if it still seems like it's something that you want, then you can click the PDF full text, just like with the ebooks, and then get a copy of the article that way, which you can save to your computer, print it out, whatever you need to do. EBSCO is pretty nice, like a lot of our databases. If you, I don't know if I can, no, I can't make that bigger. Over on the right-hand side here is a list of tools that you can use associated with this article, and one of them is citation tool. So if you click that, it will show you how to, a basic, very basic, it'll show you how to cite this article in various formats. You guys will be using APA format for your assignment. So what you could do is take that, copy it, and paste it into your reference page. However, I will caution you that the citations that come out of here are not necessarily formatted correctly. So don't think you can just paste it in there and then you're done. You still might have to do some work with formatting the citation before actually, using it in your final paper.
One more time, how did you get that citation format window to come up?
Sure. So over on the far right-hand side of the screen, right there on the edge of the screen, the icon looks like a piece of paper almost. But if I hover over it, then it says Cite.
I'm not seeing it. Is it behind my?
You're not seeing it?
Oh, you know why?
My monitor too big?
Can you go back? Okay, now show again where it was.
Let me.
I think it's because I had our window that had me and you in it.
Oh, that was over it. Sure. Yeah. Right here. Cite.
Got it.
That's it. You see it now?
Yep.
Okay.
I adjusted us, so now we can see that.
Okay. Yeah, I've had to move it around a bunch too. So there you go. Cite. And then you can scroll down for whatever. Like I said, in this case, you'll be using APA format and get it that way. It even has MLA, but I think that it has not been updated to the latest version of MLA.
No worries. We're going to do APA.
What's that?
No worries. We're going to do APA.
Yeah. So there you go. Easy. The other thing to know about using these articles is I see a lot of students make this mistake. They find an article they like and they want to, but they're in a hurry or they just want to get back to it at another time. So they will copy this web address right from the browser. That will not work for you. That is, like I said, because it's a paid database, that will just remember the session. So if you try to paste that in to a browser at a later time, it won't work. So what you need to do is, again, over in that line of tools over here, there's one that looks like a chain link. If you click that, it'll generate what's called a permalink. And then that one now you can, copy and paste into, a Word program, your email, whatever it is that you want to do. And then that one will allow you to get back into the database and this specific article at a later time.
Super.
All right. Back to the detailed record. So that is, a brief look at how to use EBSCOhost. I guess the other really nice feature, and I didn't even know about this until I got into library school, is all of the EBSCO databases have this subject terms thing up here. Sometimes it'll be called thesaurus subject terms, or I know there's another one that I'm forgetting. But basically, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a list of terms that have been used to index the articles in here. If you're having problems finding something on a specific subject, you can use this handy thesaurus. I have to quit talking to type 2. And then it'll bring up a list of how they actually indexed these terms. So you can see adult learners here is not actually a link, it's black. but adult students is. That means that for articles dealing with adult learners, they've actually used the term adult students instead. So then if we click adult students, we can actually add that to our search term, and then it will automatically search adult students for us. So if you are having problems, finding things on your topic, go ahead and try to type it into the subject terms there, and it might, help you actually get to the way that they understand the topic a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And if you forget where that link is at the top, you've got your Ask a Librarian button right there on the right side of the screen that you can chat with somebody.
Absolutely. Okay, let's see. And now I got to see. So we got that. We're just creating search terms. The other thing, I mentioned citation a little bit. We answer a lot of citation questions. Citations are not easy. They're not intuitive. So we have built some guides to help you guys out with citations as well. So you can see here in this sort of carousel of scrolling images, there's a button, Need Help Citing APA Style. That will take you to the exact same place as this link over on the right-hand side of the screen, APA Citations. If you click that, it'll bring you to our guide on APA Style citations. There's some videos you can watch on it, but I think some of the most handy resources that we have on citations are these guides, these handouts that we have here. These are PDFs of paper copies that we have here in the library about APA citation. You can click those links and print this out, view it on your computer, whatever you need to do. But we've constructed this as a way to sort of help you cite different types of resources. So you see here, it talks about books. I know we've got literary criticism, brochures, newspapers, periodicals, websites even, personal interviews. So lots of different things that people are using as citation. YouTube videos right now, and it'll tell you how to cite that in your references page. We also have a page on in-text citations, so it'll show you how to do the in-text citation as well. Because, no one wants to get busted for plagiarism. That would, just be bad. So it's best to know how to cite your resources properly. And the very last page is a sample references page there as well. In addition to that, those guides that we've got up there, we also have some links here. This is a very handy link from the Purdue Online Writing Lab. I tell students, and this is true, that this website right here helped get me through graduate school, because I was an English major, so used MLA for my entire undergraduate, and then suddenly I get into library school and they're like, oh, you have to cite APA. And I'm like, okay, I'm not sure how to do that. This is a great site. It gives lots of different examples on how to cite different weird things. So if you get stuck, that's a really good place to go to. And as always, here is our contact information in case you do have questions on citation there. All right. See, don't worry, please hold. So finally, the last thing I'm going to show you, which I think is probably the most helpful thing to you, is we have created what we call in the industry LibGuide for this specific class. So what we've done is we've curated a lot of different resources that we think would be helpful for you guys in completing your research assignment. To get to that, if you click this Explore Our Help Guide here, which is the little button right underneath our chat button, that'll open up our LibGuides. And so what you can actually do is we have a search box here, search all help pages. So I can actually just type in Tools for Life. And that will bring you the first result right here is Tools for Life, Adult Learning Seminar. That sounds like us. You can click that, And here is that list of curated resources, some information on doing the paper. Again, in addition to the chat box here, we've even got this, which will again take you to our phone number and email ways to contact us. Here are the databases that links to the databases that I talked about: Academic Search Elite, psych articles, contact us again, relevant ebooks. So all of this stuff we put together in order to help you guys out with this assignment. Over on the right-hand side of the screen is a list of ebooks on adult learning and aging. And we've created direct links into those. So you can just click that and it'll take you right to the ebook. Scroll down a little bit and there is a list of print books that we also have available in the library. And they are also linked up to our catalog. So you can click on those links and wait. Wow, that is taking a while. Well, what it'll bring up is eventually is, oh, there we go, the record from our catalog for that book, which will tell you, in theory, whether or not it's available. It looks like I'm having some connectivity issues right now. Otherwise, it would say, you know, available or not available. Here we go, like this one did. So this one says Iowa City Library circulating, and this one is checked out until February 27th. But that's all right here. So it's a very good place to get started for completing your research paper on for the Rossman paper that you'll be writing. Okay, and it talks about Eagle and Esper. All right, so I will actually go through that again, show you how to get there, explore help guide, and then you can just search tools for life right there, and it will be the top result right there. And then of course you can bookmark that, and we even put in an easy address right there that you can put in to a web browser.
And Ryan, I can't thank you enough for that. The class, this is to demonstrate to you that research librarians are the most helpful people in the world. They take a lot of the legwork out of it for you. They're the experts at research. They have the knowledge of where to help us look. They're not going to write the paper for us, but they're certainly going to help us find the resources.
Yeah, I mean, really the most difficult, part of research, I think, is trying to figure out whether or not a resource is good. And we put all this stuff in the library. If you go to our library website and you use the resources there, I mean, you can pretty much, it pretty much guarantees that it's a good resource, right? It's going to be a lot better than something that you might find on the open web that, anyone can just slap any information that they want up there. Who knows whether or not it's true. So, yeah.
Right. As we instructors, as we teachers here at Kirkwood, instructors, when we look into these research papers, we look into the quality of the resources that you used. And we too have Googled the topics that you're going to Google. So try to avoid those and use the academic resources that we're providing for you.
Okay.
Ryan, I don't have any other questions, but
okay, well,
anything else you want to share with us?
I guess the best advice that I can give is don't wait. Start your research early. Something that might seem easy to do, I can almost guarantee you're going to run into some roadblocks. And on that point, we have what we call sort of the 20-minute rule, where if you are spending more than 20 minutes trying to find something and you're just not finding anything, then that's a good point to go ahead and stop and ask for help and get some advice on how to find things. So it's taking you more than 20 minutes to find what you're looking for. Yeah, that's a good time to ask for some assistance.
Good rule in life in general.
Yes.
We don't have to do everything on our own.
Precisely, yes.
All right. Well, Ryan, thank you very much. A wealth of information.
Mhm.
Now you're going to be recorded for posterity, and we
Oh,
really
good.
appreciate your support.
All right. Thanks,
Take
Todd.
care. I'm going to log off now.
Thank everyone. Okay. Bye-bye.